Hi, this is Garrett with Gwydion Reviews, and it is time for a review of the new Skrillex album, Quest for Fire. Remember when dubstep was a thing? I mean, it's still a thing, kinda, but remember when it was huge? Back in the early 2010s, Skrillex made a name for himself with dubstep, incorporating wild synths and bigger-than-life bass drops. It was the coolest thing back in the day, and I am not ashamed to admit that I loved it. Sure, it hasn't aged all that well, especially as musical production keeps advancing, but I respect it for its time. Anyways, after focusing on producing and collaborating with other artists for a number of years, Skrillex is back with a new album. Quest for Fire proves that he's more than just dubstep. There are still dense instrumentation and some gigantic bass drops, but the music is more intricate and complex as he incorporates the stylings of EDM, house, garage, and dance. It results in some killer tracks that make you want to headbang. On top of that, the use of guests is pretty nice. For the most part, they don't overpower the songs and allow Skrillex's production work to shine. In some cases, their incorporation adds to the overall experience, like on the Arabic-influenced Xena or the UK drill Hydrate. It all culminates into a cohesive and enjoyable project that, unfortunately, grows increasingly stale as it goes along. After the first few tracks, the overall album experience starts to get tedious. It's a pretty one-note project that doesn't offer too many surprises other than what the bass drop will sound like. On top of that, there are a few tracks that come off annoying. For Too Bizarre, it's the guest, and for Good Space, it's the high-pitched synth squeals that make me feel like I'm a dog listening to a dog whistle. So yeah, there are some obnoxious moments, and I don't find myself wanting to experience the album as a whole again. But I have to admit that Quest for Fire is pretty cool. The production is wild, and it shows why Skrillex has had such staying power. This style of music won't be for everyone, but if you're curious, I'd say go ahead and check it out. It's certainly not perfect, but it's enjoyable enough for at least one listen. 6 out of 10.